Bravo Moguls, everybody. What's going on? It's Don Willie, Sir LT Giles, Jerry Targaryen Steamboat for the Hypes Watch. And today we will be taking your questions for Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 3, Oathbreaker. So, gentlemen, starting with Sir LT, why don't you introduce yourselves to the folks out there?
What's up, everybody? Sir LT Giles here, and we're ready to answer your amazing questions. We always appreciate you guys. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. So, rock on, Jerry.
What's up, everyone? Since that's kind of our thing. What's up, everyone? It's Jerry the Targaryen Steamboat here. I'm ready to answer some questions and hopefully have some fun. I don't know what to say.
All right. So, yeah, let's get to the first question. But before we do, I would just like to say, look, I know we kind of went a little hard on last week's episode.
2 weeks ago, actually.
2 weeks ago? No, not 2 weeks ago. No, I mean, not this past episode.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we kind of went hard on Oathkeeper, but after watching it again, doing some retrospective, it wasn't as bad, but I'm still not willing to up my score on it, though.
Oh, we're talking about scores now.
Yeah, just final recap before you move on.
Pretty much just in the same thing, same mode here. I guess there's a few things like kind of I don't get what some people are complaining about, and there's some complaints that I think are legit. But yeah, keep the score the same.
LT?
Same for me, eight and a half. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
8.5. I had it at a 6, but all right, let's get to questions. So,
All right.
You want me to start?
So yeah, first question we got from Anthony Hagen Jr. is, will we see Lady Stoneheart this season? Jerry, you got this one.
Yes and no. We will see her role. We will see like a lot of the things she does, but we won't see her as Michelle Farley's not going to come back and play as zombie Caitlyn. We're not gonna. I don't think we're going to see that. I think we're going to see her role split between Sansa and maybe some of this new character named, what was his name, Finn, that was cast, leader of the Outlaws. I think we'll get like some kind of split there, and that's where Lady Stoneheart. We'll see the Lady Stoneheart role, but we won't see Lady Stoneheart herself. LT.
I want to see who's gonna lure Jamie. Of course, Brienne's gonna lure Jamie, but I want to see where Jamie ends up because that's his last chapter. That's where he ends up. So, I mean, how are they not going to do it? I mean, they got to. I think they could do some other actress. They could recast somebody. But, yeah, I kind of agree with Jerry. We're probably not going to see Michelle Fairley, and that sucks.
I mean, listen, I've been saying from last year, ever since Sansa left to go to Winterfell, that she is going to get some version of the Lady Stoneheart role. And now that she's got Brienne and Podrick with her, and we know that we're going to River Run, I do think that more and more, to me, it points to Sansa getting that role more than anybody else. I mean, I could be wrong. I would love to be shocked, but at this point, can we be surprised if the show does not exceed our expectations with that? But again, we're not going to compare it to the books. For the show's sake, it would be cool if they did that. But if they don't, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Here's a follow-up question I want to ask everyone to that. Will we get nerd rage when we get how much nerd rage will we get in the community when it's found out that there will be no Catelyn as Lady Stoneheart? LT?
Well, I hate to answer a question with a question. I'm going to answer your question first, but I'm going to ask you a question, Jerry. Will you cheer if that criminal Brienne sacrifices herself for Jamie? If that happens, like I think that's going to happen in the book. I think she's going to sacrifice herself, and Jamie's going to kill her because Lady Stoneheart. Will you cheer if the criminal Brienne dies?
I'll cheer about as much as I cheered when the warden at the end of Shawshank shot himself instead of being punished for his crimes. That's how much I'll cheer.
Yeah. Man, see, I messed up by asking you that question. Go ahead and ask the question again. I'm sorry, Jerry.
Oh, okay. So how much nerd rage will we get from the
Oh,
community?
we already got plenty. Yeah, okay, for a lot of you guys who've been following Cyril T. Giles since the beginning, I never made a video till after this season finale of season 4, where I got really excited thinking we were gonna get Stoneheart in season 4. So I made a kind of rant. That's like my first video if you want to go back and check it out. But yeah, I thought we might see her in episode 4. I guess I was more mad about them not even saying Tasha, but Tasha, maybe I got the name. But anyways, we're gonna get plenty of nerd rage because people like me are still holding on to hope, and we're gonna get plenty of nerd rage.
Listen, at this point, if people are still nerd raging about that, then you know, really, it's just one of those things where you you have to really just stop it and think to yourself, why am I raging about something that I knew wasn't going to happen? We all know Michelle Philly is not coming back. We're not getting Lady Stoneheart. So, yeah, why rage about it? It makes no sense whatsoever. It's childish. It's not like we're being given blood balls, uh, like the Tower of Joy. Because that would be crazy if they would show her like a glimpse of her or show them pulling Catelyn Stark's body out the water. And then we don't get Lady Stoneheart. But no, we haven't gotten any kind of foreshadowing whatsoever. So nah, just forget about it. It's not going to happen. So just let it go. Let
Yeah,
it go.
let it go. It's not like you're getting sausage the way Theon did. So just let it go. Just
Yeah.
move along. Move along. I know everyone tries to every season. We seem to get this on repeat. Every season they try and find some reason why we can bring Stoneheart back. Just give it up. Let it go. The only reason you're creating this for yourselves. You're making this harder on yourselves by not letting go. Okay, so let's go to the next question, which is, I think from the boy Wonder, will Qyburn remain loyal to Cersei in the end? To the end. Sorry.
Man, so you know what? I will start this one off. I no, no. I think Kyburn has his own agenda. We haven't necessarily figured out what that agenda is yet, but yeah, I highly doubt that he is going to remain loyal to Cersei, only because with her falling from grace and continuing to fall, what would it serve him to stay loyal to her? I mean, he already is not officially a maester, so once she's out of the picture in terms of power and overall position, what is he going to have for himself? So, nah, I don't see it happening. LT.
I don't think it matters because, in my opinion, this is what I think is going to happen to Qyburn. I think when Cersei runs off the Castle Rock escaping whoever takes King's Landing, he's going to try and say, oh, I could help you, and they're going to kill him. But, yeah, he's got his own ulterior motives, but somebody like that is going to end up dead because he's creating monsters and stuff. And he's got some kind of ulterior motive that beats the shit out of me.
I mean, I don't really think Qyburn is that loyal to Cersei right now. I think he's using her for the means of, she's the one who'll let him do his stuff. Someone else will let him do his Qyburn tricks. I think he would be all about that. So, no, I don't think he'll remain loyal to her in the end. I don't think he's really that loyal right now. I think she's just the most beneficial to him, and that's why he's with her. Similar to like how Bronn was loyal to Tyrion, that kind of way. The better deal comes along,
Right?
he'll jump, bounce, go for it, LT.
Do you guys think it's possible that Qyburn studied to be a maester? Do you think it's possible that he sends out ravens and like forges letters and shit to get stuff? You know what I'm saying? Because he can do that and he knows how to write good and stuff. Do you guys think maybe he could? They say I just thought of that. They say his motives. Maybe he's setting shit up with ravens. Like, okay, here's the thing that I don't even agree with, but I know LaDonna thinks and James think that Robb Stark's head's on the mountain's body. So could he have sent a raven to Walter Frey, saying, "Send me that head," and saying it was, it was the king saying that. You know what I'm saying? You think he could do that?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't really give much thought about that.
Just a thought that came to my head.
Yeah.
Somehow I doubt it. I mean, he, I don't know. Nah, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna, yeah. This Kyburn is Kyburn is kind of a mystery, so it's really hard to see, what it is that he might have done. But as far as putting Rob Stark's head on the mountain, look, there is only so much tinfoil in the world, you know, before you have to start mining from other places, and yeah, just that's a little bit too much tinfoil for me.
What if they put one of those dwarf heads on him? How about that? You got giant man with the little head. Look like the old Super Mario Brothers movie.
I know the head they got on him is freaking disturbing. Like when he turned and looked at Jamie, I kind of jumped.
All right, I think we could go to the next question here. Who is the harpy?
Jerry, why don't you start off that one?
Who is the harpy? I don't think it's a specific person that's the harpy. I think it was explained in the last episode. The harpy is, the collective of Marine, Yunkai, and they're not Marine, Yunkai, Astapor, and Valentis. It's a collective money, not necessarily a person.
I mean, I get it, but at the same point, I also think that it. I don't know. It seems uh, a little dubious that it's just their collective money, because why exactly would they be calling themselves Sons of the Harpy? Because is the Harpy even a thing in Volantis? Like, is that a big thing in Volantis? I mean, I know in Slaver's Bay, you had the whole Harpy movement from before, but as far as Volantis, I don't know that they have any influence there.
I don't know. Maybe there's a high harpy where there's a high sparrow. I don't know. I think it's either the leaders, the group of leaders, or it's just the money, whatever. It's either way. I don't think it's just one person.
Yeah, it's definitely a backer. And like you said, Marine Yunkai, they're backing. These people are backing, financing the harpies to do all this stuff. So I don't think one man could do that unless he's just very freaking wealthy. So yeah, it's a group of people. There's not specifically one harpy.
I mean, listen, I totally get that part, but what I'm saying is, like, I would imagine that they have to have some leader, whether or not it's somebody that's ultra powerful. But I mean, like, we've seen that for the most part, any of these forces are normally galvanized by a potential or specific leader. So I think that there has to be somebody that's controlling it.
The wise masters, maybe a few of them, like smart ones.
I don't think they're that smart though. Look, Daenerys was able to come and conquer all three of those cities with not much of a fight. So I just think that even though she lost Yunkai and Astapor, it wasn't because these guys were, such great military commanders. It was like, no, she got what she got and then she moved on and never really set up the infrastructure to keep her rule in place. So
I'd have to agree with you because they're killing their own people when they attacked the, Zag. I can't remember whatever his
His
pit.
daughter.
I can't. Yeah, his daughter. Well, they attacked his daughter, but I mean, oh yeah, Daznak's pit. They attacked a bunch of other people, and they attacked him. So yeah, like you said, they're not that smart.
so let's move on to the next
All
question.
right, next question from Mary Henderson, or no, sorry, Mary Harrison. In Oathbreaker, Varys says all children are innocent. Do you think this is maybe meant to apply to Ollie as well, given the many child deaths and potential for more? I thought of Ned and his abhorrence for killing children, even Cersei's. Any thoughts about the Tower Droid? Or actually, that's okay. Any thoughts about the Tower Droids and possibly revealing that Ned may face the dilemma of his duty being to kill the babe? That's a long question there, so a lot of parts to it. I guess let's start with the Ollie part. LT?
So I mean, Ollie's 14 or 15, so yeah, he's a child, but he's a teenager, and I believe, when you're about 11, 12, you start to know right from wrong and everything. Ollie knew what he did, you know. He didn't regret it either. He's sitting there looking at John with a mean mug. I mean, he didn't look like, I'm sorry, John. He looked like, fuck Ollie, you know.
Well, I agree to an extent. I think Ollie has been pretty much, aged enough to where he's pretty much almost a man grown. So he's no longer really considered a child in this world. So, yeah, I don't consider him part of the child killing. So, what do you think, Don Willie?
Yeah, I mean, again, he is almost a man grown, so I definitely think that for him, nah, he's not innocent. He knew exactly what it was he was doing, and even if you want to say that he got manipulated, it didn't take much to manipulate him. He already had animosity towards John before that, so it's like, oh, hey, we're about to kill this guy. He's like, I'm in. So yeah, no, nah.
You can kind of say he lost his child innocence at the moment he killed John.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but remember, you also killed Egret too.
Yeah, he might have lost his child. If he didn't lose it when he killed Ygritte, he lost it when he killed John. So there you go. I wouldn't consider him. What about the second part of this, where Ned? I'm not sure how this raises the question, though. Any thoughts about? Well, just if you have any thoughts, Ned dilemma kill the babe. Well, we know Ned doesn't kill babe. He doesn't like killing children, no matter what. Like even the children of He didn't like killing Rhaegar's kids. He didn't like killing kids. Plain and simple. He's not ruthless like Tywin.
He wanted them to send Jamie to the wall.
Well, yeah, but I don't know what that has to do with this part right here. But
I know that has. I'm an idiot. That has nothing to do with that.
but yeah, like he doesn't. He sees potential. He sees opportunities for good.
Oh yeah, no. Okay,
he's
so
an optimist.
what I was thinking of is he wanted Gregor to get executed for killing Rhaegar's kids, and Amy Lorch.
Don Willie, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, well, as far as that's concerned, I mean, I can't see Ned. I can't even see that being a dilemma in Ned's mind. Maybe what to do with the kid, but do you kill the kid or not? No.
And what kid are we talking about?
Whatever kid's in the Tower of Joy.
Really?
No, not even 0.0 was he ever thinking about killing his kin, dude. Come on, no.
You don't even like killing Rhaegar's kids. Or he doesn't like killing kids in general. Even if potentially they could rise up and rebel in the future, he's like, well, take care of that when the time means. I'm not going to kill kids no matter what.
Yeah.
It doesn't have. They don't have to rebel.
Yeah, and then also let's not forget the fact that part of him going to the Tower of Joy was the fact that he got into a big argument with Robert about the fact that Ilya and Rhaegar's kids were killed. That was a big thing. That's part of the reason why he wasn't the Hand of the King to begin with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and the fact that Jamie slayed the king.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
All right, I think we can move to the next question for that.
yeah.
All right, this one's from T Baby. Why are the ladies of the Hype's Watch so awesome?
I'll go first.
Because this go
Oh,
for it, LT. Yeah.
I was just say they're all smart, book knowledgeable, beautiful, and awesome.
Okay. Oh, because they're part of the Hype's Watch. I mean, like, what else is there to be said?
Yeah, because of the men they associate with, obviously. That's it. And they spend all their time building up their awesome instead of answering questions.
How many viewers do we have?
I think about 20 something. All right, next
Nice.
one, David Adams. What is Thoris of Mir role gonna be in this season?
That is a very interesting question. And it is very interesting because since we have not seen the Brotherhood without banners, since we don't know what's going to happen with the whole Lady Stoneheart thing, we we have no idea, what he's going to wind up doing unless he's going to bring back somebody else. It's crazy because he could wind up bringing back um I don't know, maybe not Barrack Dondarrion because we haven't heard anything about Barrack Dondarrion at all. Well, yeah, man, yeah, I really have no idea for this one. I have no idea why he's here.
I think he's going to be like more of the intro guy to this new character, Finn. I think Finn is going to take the place of the leader of the Brotherhood, and then Thoros going to be by his side to give him some cred, some street cred amongst the show watchers, or really everyone. But what do you think, LT?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Jerry.
Think you're just going to be here, be there for Finn and Brotherhood. Yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it. Okay, here's a question I have from this, a follow-up. Do you think Thoros and Mir will meet Jon Snow, and they'll talk about, or maybe meet Melisandre, they'll talk about what it's like to raise people from the dead?
Yeah, I think that would be pretty interesting for them to do, and also meeting Jon Snow, would be a thing like, oh wow, the Lord of Light is real, and I guess he might be the one to tell him, yeah, only in times where your faith is the weakest, will the Lord grant you whatever, so you can, build your faith back up. So, we'll see what happens with that one. LT?
Yeah, I think so because I think he's going to play a major role in freeing Edmure, and they don't have Jane, so it'll be somebody else. But when they're sending Edmure to Cassidy Rock, I think he'll play a part in rescuing Edmure.
Very interesting.
All right, so let's go to the next question from T Baby. Are we getting White Walkers tonight? I'll answer quick. No, we're not getting them tonight. We're getting them next week, next Sunday. LT?
Yeah, probably next week because it says that Bran learns a great deal. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do show it. But probably next week, like you said, Jerry.
Yeah, maybe at the end of the episode we might get like a quick White Walker scene. But that's about it.
You know what? Actually, guys, I'm going to disagree with you.
Oh.
Yeah. I think we will see White Walkers tonight in the preview for next week's episode.
That was awesome, Don Willie.
Good one there, Don Willie.
Yeah. Sorry.
So this next one's from Angelina Ahai. Are we going to get a clue to what's in the crypts of Winterfell? I think actually we're going to find out exactly what's going to be in there. It might not be this season. I think it might be the next season. But I think eventually, yeah, we will find out what's in those damn crypts. Don Willie.
Honestly speaking, no. I don't think that we're gonna get anything about the Crypts of Winterfell at all. I mean, it's not as big of a deal in the show as it is in the books. Like because we didn't get the whole thing with the Walders. Uh, we didn't get the whole thing where, like, because remember in the books they go down to the tombs, quite a bit, like yeah, quite a bit, and then even with the whole thing about Lady Dustin, there's no Lady Dustin in the show, so yeah, I doubt we're going to get anything about the Crypts of Winterfell because they just have not made that a major plot point for the show.
Well, you got to remember, they were down there off screen for a long time. Like in season 2, they were down there for a very long time off screen, so they can spin it. I'm not saying they are, but yeah, I think we're gonna find out what's down there probably next season or the season after. I always loved when I first discovered James Johnson, and he made his predictions. And he said that John's going to be down there, and he said that John's going to be mad at Rhaegar and Lyanna when he finds out his parentage, and he's going to break the statue, and Don's going to be in there. Not Don, but something's going to, I can't remember what he said was going to be in there. I think that would be awesome if that happens, but yeah. We'll find out next season or the season after, not this season.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. He breaks Lyanna's statue and the Lightbringer's in there. But then again, maybe because we know Ned made that Lyanna statue. He wasn't supposed to make it. Why did he make the Brandon statue too? If he made the Lyanna statue to put a sword to hide a sword in there, what's hidden in Brandon's statue?
Oh, and Tony said that
it's probably you know what? I bet if he knocks down Brandon's statue, he's just gonna pull out some tinfoil. He's gonna just like what Don Willie's holding, it'll just come right out.
Tony said that he thinks that Rhaegar's harp or Rhaegar's armor could be down there.
That's possible. But let's move. Before we get too tinfoil, let's move it along. No,
Real quick. I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna give that 25 feet worth of tinfoil. I don't think anything Rhaegar's is in that crypt at all.
So you think Lyanna's statue is just wrapped in like Reynolds wrap? It's got so much tinfoil.
Here's the answer right here.
All right, let's go to the next question from David Adams. Watchers on the Wall confirm that the actor who played Thor Samir is on the set. Oh wait, no, yes, it's twice. Sorry.
Question from before.
Yeah. So we didn't answer that. Angelina, hi. Are we getting a Kingsmoot tonight?
That is pretty interesting because we did see that Theon is back in the Iron Islands, and Yara is pretty pissed off at him. So I'm wondering where we actually. I don't know. I mean, like, it doesn't seem like we haven't seen anything for preview for Kingsmoot at all. We see the little thing with Euron. Looks like he's getting baptized by Aaron Damphair, but that's pretty much about it. So I don't know that we're gonna get like anything spectacular. I think they're gonna do the Kingsmoot similar to the way that they did the voting for the Night's Watch, for the Lord Commander. It'll be a scene, like the next thing you know, you're on, and then that'll be it.
I'm looking forward to if they do the Kingsmoot and there is a Naga's bones. I'm looking forward to seeing Kraken's reaction because he'll get so excited.
I think actually we're gonna sign off with Kingsmoot. I think Theon's gonna meet up with Yara with via teleporter, and she's gonna like get on him like you need to join the Kingsmoot. You need to be part of this. He's like, no, I can't. And he's just gonna be like all in a shell. He's like, he's not gonna want to participate in the Kingsmoot. And I think the ending scene is gonna be Euron winning the Kingsmoot and Yara giving Theon the dirty eye. Just like, look what you've done. Could have prevented this.
Look what you did by getting your balls cut off.
Well, should have left when she did tell him to leave in season 2.
He did. She
He
did.
didn't go.
I mean, but yeah, she was more pissed off that when she came to get him, that he was no, you can't take me, you can't trick me.
Oh, you mean that scene where we had to throw a Yara in because there was nothing for her to do since.
And that scene was complete trash. That would have never happened in the books. If Yara, Victoria, and anybody came to save Theon, he would have bounced. And book Theon would have bounced. That's why I hated that scene. The only thing I liked about that scene is it showed how crazy Ramsay is. He's like, whoa, this is being an interesting night. And he had his swords. He had like dual blades. That was cool. But besides that, that scene was garbage.
Oh,
All right, so next one.
Yeah, from the North Remembers.
North remembers. All right, question. Will Sansa meet up with Jon this episode, and where? At the Wall, or in route 2, or from somewhere else?
LT, you got this one.
They're gonna fuck with us, and they're gonna miss each other, just like Bran and Jon missed each other. And it's funny too, because Jon hasn't shown him organize the wildlings or want to go anywhere. So I'm like, I don't know where the hell Jon's going. Is he going to the Heart Tree to pray or something? I mean, he's gonna miss her, and it's stupid. They should see each other. But if he doesn't, I'll be yay.
I mean, we saw the gate. I'm not sure if that gate was from Winterfell or was it the Wall that Brienne was going in. What do you think, Don Willie?
Jerry, we're not going to do that today. All right? We're not going to do that one. All right? Yeah, look, as far as her meeting up with Jon, I think they're going to meet up probably somewhere in between Castle Black and the Wall. But, like later on, it'll be like, yeah, Jon was here, but he left, so you're going to have to ride out to go find him.
No, I think they just meet up there. I mean, I don't think Jon's going to... Where's Jon going to go? Is this going to go out, hanging outside, go south? I don't know.
I said to a Heart Tree, he's going to probably go to the Heart Tree and pray, and it's going to be a stupid reason why they miss each other.
Well, I mean, if he's at the Heart Tree, they'll just be like, hey, he's at the Heart Tree. Just hang loose for a second. He'll be right back.
Well, no, but that was north of the Wall. That was like a mile north of the Wall.
It's a mile. Yeah, it's a mile north. But I mean, unless something happens a mile north, Jon will be coming right back. So, give him half a day.
Jon's gonna be out there a while because he's gonna do like Simba, and he's gonna yell at God, and he's gonna be like, "I said you'd be there for me."
Yeah, and Ned Stark's gonna come out in the clouds and be like,
"Yeah,
like Simba, I'm not really your father. Here's your father. You see Rhaegar coming out."
Oh man,
that's how it's gonna be revealed, not through Bran's visions or anything like that, Lion King style.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, next question is from David Adams. What's going to happen with Rhaegal and Viserion now? Yeah, Jerry.
I'll take this. Rhaegal's just going to be causing some havoc against the Sons of the Harpy, and Viserion's going to do the same, but he's going to do it with Tyrion on his back. That's my opinion. I think Tyrion's going to nettles. He's going to nettles Viserion.
Very interesting.
What do you guys think?
LT?
Rhaegal's gonna tell Viserion, "I'm the king since Drogon's gone," and he's like, "I'm telling Drogon when he gets to be like, no, bro, don't tell him." And I think they're just gonna chill until like episode 8 or 9, and they're gonna like. It's funny because Tyrion didn't let them out of the cave. They're still in the cave. They're just out of their chains, so they're still chilling in the cave. But I think shit's gonna get hectic, like that scene we see in the trailers where there's some kind of bomb. And then Tyrion's going to go and release them, and possibly we'll get what Jerry was saying. We'll get Tyrion on top of Viserion.
I mean, look, he did release them. They just decided they didn't want to come out the cave just yet. So, I mean, I think it's going to be a situation where either with Tyrion or Varys is going to go down there and be like, guys, we need you. Can you please come out now? And then they're going to wind up busting out of the catacombs.
Well, we saw that scene in the trailer where he's like, "You got to be part of the game now."
No, you think Tyrion's talking to Viserion when he says that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he was talking to them. I think he was talking to Missandei and Grey Worm, but I definitely think Like somebody's gonna run down to the crypts and be like, "Dragons, we need you, please. You know, can you come and do the thing that Drogon did in the pits last year?" Uh, that's just me.
So which one do you guys think it will be? It'll be Tyrion or Varys that tells them we need you, kind of like Sam told Ghost, right, during the battle at the wall.
I have no idea.
Probably Tyrion, because he's going to be the one to get on Viserion, and it's going to be epic. Better than the scene when Daenerys got on or Drogon.
Oh my god, let's not even talk about that scene.
Never-ending story.
Yeah. Yeah!
Oh man. All right. Well, we got another one here.
Imagine if Tyrion was like Arturo. He's just going, yeah!
Oh, look, we got another one here from AU Pack Mule. Is other than Kevin, will any other Lannister die this season?
Well,
Yeah, I got one.
Pycelle's considered. If Pycelle's considered a Lannister, he's gone. Yeah, Lance a Lannister.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But Pycelle's not a Lannister. He's just loyal to them, but he's not a Lannister.
I'm gonna say every Lannister except for Cersei and Jaime.
Oh yeah, I think Tommen's going too. So yeah, Tommen Lannister.
Yeah, if you think about it, right, the past 2 seasons. Well, no, not 2. Yeah, season 4, you got Joffrey dying. Season 5, you got Marcella die. Season 6, Tommen, you're out of here.
I think Tommen will make it till next season.
Is Marjorie considered a Lannister now that she's technically married to Tommen?
Yeah.
Yeah, she should be, and plus also they definitely consummated their marriage. So
Is she gone?
No.
I don't know that she's. I don't think that she's going to. I mean, okay, all the people who were born Lannisters. How about that?
I don't think Tommen's going to die until, because the way they're doing it on the show, because there's no Aegon, it's going to be Daenerys invading King's Landing, and I think Tommen's going to die then, and then Cersei retreats to Cassidy Rock.
Could be. I mean, you know, I would actually love to be proved wrong.
Okay, I got a question for everybody in the chat room, everybody in the Game of Thrones community. If this episode or next episode, because it'll be, in my opinion, it'll be too late farther down. But if this episode or next episode, if somehow they showed Aegon and John Connington, would that break the internet? Go ahead, guys.
Would it break the internet? No, because I don't think there's enough book readers to break the internet. And show watchers would be like, huh? Who is this? Who's this?
Yeah.
But it would have the Game of Thrones community talking. That's all I'm saying. We'd be talking.
Well, maybe Aegon, if they don't do that blue hair bullshit, and he just has silver hair, you know, he looks super Targaryen, then yes, that might break the internet. That could break the internet.
That would be so awesome if we actually got John Connington and Aegon. Like, yeah, that would actually be truly, truly awesome. And
the reason why
somebody,
sorry.
Real quick, somebody in the comments actually corrected us. Yeah, Marjorie is actually a Baratheon.
Oh yeah, yep.
True.
Right.
How's she actually a Baratheon? She never consummated any of those marriages. Oh, okay, technically, because Tommen's technically a Baratheon.
Yeah. So
I just say that this episode would be and they're probably not. Like I said, I had my hopes up, but they're probably not going to do it. But if they were surprising us, this episode would be the perfect one to do it. The reason why I'm saying this is because that's enough time to introduce them, to introduce the Golden Company, introduce John Connington, introduce him. And yeah, they're not going to do, if they do it, they're not going to do the purple hair thing because they didn't meet Tyrion. But they're going to, yeah, I think this episode would be perfect. But like I said, probably like a 5, not even 5, probably like a 2% chance they're going to do it. But if they did it, I would be so happy.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's move on to the next question real quick. And this one is from the North Remembers. Since the followers of the Red God are Targaryen supporters, will Mel and Dany come to Westeros? Let's see. No. Oh, I guess you're saying will
He's
Mel?
saying, well, when Danny comes, will it change Mel's view of John and the prophecy?
Uh, hmm. Yeah, I doubt it. Because if she really was a Targaryen supporter like that, she would have actually went there. She would have went to Essos. She wouldn't have been, supporting Stannis. So yeah, I'm
I
gonna
was
say no.
I wasn't sure if she was actually aware of Danny, but prior to getting with Stannis. But no, I don't think so. I think the person she saw in her visions was male, so she's gonna think John over that over Danny.
LT.
I'm so sorry, guys. What was the question again?
Will
Uh,
Mel's view of like John and the prophecy be changed when she sees Danny and uh, like followers of the Red Gods from like Volantis and stuff come?
No, because Danny's not the princess promised. John's the princess promised. Danny's,
Well, we know
um,
that, but we're talking about Mel's perspective here.
no, her perspective won't change. She's gonna be, she's seen John resurrect. She's on team Snow, and when his parents gets find out, she'll be team Targaryen John. She'll never. Maybe she'll like Danny if they come together, but she's on team. Just like she's on team Stannis, she's on team Snow.
All right.
all right. Let's see. What was the next question? Oh, next question from T. This is who will be the next person to die this season? LT.
Fuck, that's a tough one. I hope not Rickon. um, yeah, I can't think because, yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna go with either Osha or Pycelle. Those two. We're talking like main characters, not like red shirts, right?
I mean, look, if we're talking red shirts, it's
I mean, someone might die in the streets, like some random punk or some random
Who
dude.
who died last week? Because Bruce died the week before, right? Or did he die last week?
I don't think anyone died last week.
Rooster.
Oh wait, Ali died. All the guys on the
Oh,
block.
okay, yeah, Ali, Alistair. Okay.
Yeah. Now listen, if we're talking, non-important characters, then it would be like Random Soldier number 5
Yeah.
that guy this week. If we're talking about named characters, as much as I hate to say it, the high possibility of Rickon. Yeah, I hate to say it, but yeah, Rickon is a high possibility.
I mean, at least Rickon might be used for bait. I see no use in keeping Osha alive, so I think she's gone before Rickon.
Yeah, I mean,
No, nobody agrees with me that she could trick Ramsay like she tricked Dion in Winterfell.
She's gonna start like undressing. Nah, I don't think so.
He did take he looked at her. He's like, I like wildwoods. So I mean,
LT, look at this face right here. What does that say to you, bro?
It says, bruh.
well,
Hey,
okay. When Rickon doesn't die and when it proves that Shaggy Dog's alive, you guys could all say LT was right.
I guess. Anyways, let's go to the next question.
yeah. So the next one from AL Pack Mule. Sorry, AU Pack Mule. Let's see here. In the end, will we have all lady leadership?
What are you referring to? Are we talking like in all of Westeros? Are we talking all the Seven Kingdoms? In the books, yeah, I think Marjorie, or I think Marcella will take over King's, or what do you call it? Casterly Rock. I think Sansa will rule whatever is left of most of Westeros. Um, no, I mean that's about all the ladies' rule I see out of that. In the show, Sansa really is the only one I see ruling in the end. What do you think, LT?
No, not all female leadership. We'll get some female leadership. Like if John becomes king, he'll make Daenerys Princess of
He ain't gonna
Dragonstone
become
until he
king.
gets an heir. Okay, whatever. That's my opinion. We'll have some female leadership, but not all.
So,
Yeah, I'm going to agree with LT on that one. Excuse me. Yeah, I think we'll get some female leadership, not all. Uh, yeah, I ain't got nothing else to add to that one.
yeah, I mean, I think things are going to be radically different at the end of this. Like the structure of everything is going to be radically different than what we see than what we have right now. So, I mean, you might Sansa ruling it all might just be enough. Maybe they have some like a council of women ruling it. I don't know. It could be anything. Council of various people. Who knows?
Yeah, at this point, really, who knows? You know. Um. All right. Well, let's move on to the next question, and that's from William Seibert. Is let's see here. Rickon's gonna get flamed, burnt, and dead. Have you heard a real theory that Rickon lives? Um,
Yeah, I have Trick on Stark. He's playing a trick on Ramsay, and he'll do something to betray him and get the upper hand and live through that. It's not a good theory in my opinion, but it's a theory. LT.
So, all right. So, or not, I think James and Jerry said the same thing. The smartest thing for Ramsey to do would be kill Rickon immediately. If he doesn't kill him this episode or the next episode, this episode or the next episode, the whole thing is a ruse because it would have made no sense for him to keep him alive because he has to kill him. So Winterfell could be his. So if he doesn't kill him, I'm gonna go with my thing saying that this is not Shaggy Dog's head. That Rickon is all a trick. But if he doesn't kill him right now, if he kills him right now, then that shit's under the bridge. He has to kill him right away, or else it's all over.
listen, I see no way that Rickon makes it out alive. It's just these guys are not that subtle when it comes to writing. Like if you go back and actually look at some of the stuff that happened before, um, even with the Red Wedding. If you go back and watch it, it was heavily being forecasted that something bad was going to go down. And now with this one, it's not even they're not even being subtle about it. They're like, look, we got the kid, we got the wolf head, and you already know what Ramsay does to the people in order for him to get power. So yeah, short of short of the castle being stormed, and them being able to save Rickon, or somehow there are some Bolton men who really don't like what Ramsay is doing. Short of one of those two things happening, Rickon is dead. He's forget about it. He's done for. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you guys see, I told you like tonight or the next episode, if we start getting more Northern Lords, I think Rickon's safe.
Yeah. All right.
Who knows?
I guess. All right. So next question is from T. She's asking, when will Jorah die from his stone herpes? Hashtag stop touching shit. LT.
I just got a feeling Jorah's not going to die. I mean, something's going to happen to where he makes it. That's a character I think makes it to the end.
All right. Jerry.
I would say later in the season, anytime between episode 8 and 9, or sorry, 8 and 10, he can go out. Before that, I think that Stone Herpes has some giving him some plot armor.
Listen. You know what? I think sometime by the end of the season, I'm thinking that he probably is going to wind up dying just before they get on the boat to go to Westeros. Like he winds up getting killed somehow. Uh, Yeah, because I just don't think it is. I don't think it's part of his storyline, at least for the show, to make it back to Westeros. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, next question.
So next one we got is from Halcyon. It says, "What's the next imbecilic move by D&D that will aggravate even the most loyal watchers?" Wow.
Okay, so we're talking show. This is going to piss the show watchers off because I think what's going to piss the book readers off is when we get to King's Moot and it turns out to be a whole bunch of nothing and Euron just runs away with it. Like it's like Super Bowl 27. Euron's the Dallas Cowboys and everyone else is the Buffalo Bills. It, uh, I think that's going to piss off book readers. But if we're talking the most loyal show watchers, I think it's when what they're going to do with Rickon. They're going to fuck up Rickon. They're going to do their own little pleasure torture thing. I don't even know what to think about these guys. So it's something to do with Rickon. That's all I got to say about that.
Look, I love the books. The show got me to read the books, but this is the most successful show HBO's ever seen. Man up and deal with it, guys. I mean, this show is gonna go on without the book readers. If all the book readers stopped watching this show, it would still be the most successful show. So man up and just deal with the things you guys hate. I watched Nico's video last night and I loved it. Bravo to her. Just man up. Yeah, just keep it separate. Don't be disappointed. You're just gonna keep on being disappointed. Leave D&D alone, man.
So
No,
what's the answer to the question, LT?
yeah, because
My answer to my question is just chill. Book readers chill.
no, he wasn't talking about just book readers. He was saying the most loyal.
And they're gonna stick to the show. Nobody's leaving the show. If they didn't leave the show by the Red Wedding, they're in it for the long run.
Okay, yeah. I mean, listen, I will buy that. I will definitely buy that. At this point, the only things that you could possibly do that I think will have people like, you know what, fucking, I'm done with the show is if you kill, either of the big three, which are Daenerys, Tyrion, or Jon, and possibly kill the dragons. Like if you wipe out any one of those three, or maybe like Drogon or something like that, or if you killed off all the dragons and left Daenerys stranded somehow, then show watchers will be like, yo, you guys are are on some absolute bullshit right now.
Well, they did kill John, and the show watchers didn't leave.
I mean, yeah, but everybody knew he was coming back.
Well, we knew, and everyone who analyzed knew, but there's a big chunk. I would say the majority didn't know that John was coming back.
I mean, but I still think that there's a lot of people who, like, if you kill John again, and you're like, well, what was the point of you bringing him back just to kill him off again? If you kill Daenerys, it's like, well, what was the point of you having her go through all of this stuff just so you could kill her? Same with Tyrion. It's like, why did you have him go through all of this stuff just to kill him now when you could have killed him, when he had some other shit that would have made more sense to actually kill him for? So I just think that those might be the things that, even if you had never read the books at all, if one of those three were to die, it could possibly get, some people, not a lot, but it could possibly get some people to be like, you know what, I'm done with the show.
I think raping either Sansa or Dany could be another thing that could piss him off to put him over the ledge.
I mean, well, they've already raped Sansa, so you can't unring that particular bell.
Yeah, but if they do it again, then it's like, okay, I'm done. I'm enough with this.
Yeah, I mean, and also, technically speaking, Dany got raped in the very first episode. So
in the show,
yeah. Danny's rape scene was way more graphic than Sansa's rape scene.
Well, I'm talking about doing it again. Like,
no, yeah, I don't think they are. I think all the characters that Don Willie named are safe, but I understand. Yeah, that would piss a lot of show watchers off, especially if they kill John. And yeah, they would be very pissed off. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with that one. All right, so we got another question from, the biggest question asker in the comments section today, and that's T. And that is, will Scooby, aka Dario Naharis, get grayscale? LT.
No.
Okay.
I think yes, and I think that's going to start a fight between them. He's going to be like, the fuck? Where am I going to get grayscale? Let me see your hands. And then that's what's going to come.
Well, I don't think they touched each other unless they touch each other in the next few episodes. But I don't think they touched each other.
They might have touched each other off screen. Maybe Jorah accidentally touched his horse, and then Dario got on his horse. You never know. It doesn't take much touch. It doesn't take that much touch to infect them. So it's a very highly contagious thing. So.
Oh man. Oh well. It is what it is. Yeah. Two guys touching each other getting diseased. Nah, son.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be spooning or anything like that, but they might have some accidental touch. So working together a lot.
Hopefully neither one. But yeah. All right, so next up from David Adams, that is Ed the actual Lord Commander now, or will they have to take a vote?
I mean, they should take a vote. That's what's they're supposed to take a vote. So technically, he's not really the Lord Commander, but I don't think the show will bother with that. I think they'll just gloss over it and be like, "Isn't he Lord Commander?" We don't want to take the time to do another vote because I mean, it would be kind of boring for show watchers to see another vote all over again. And yeah, there's no reason to waste that precious screen time. We can put more bad pussy in there.
Azor Ahai, the prince that was promised, or Azor Ahai, aka the prince that was promised, has spoken. Ed is the Lord Commander. But yeah, they're not going to do no vote. If they in the books, they'll probably do a vote, but they're not going to do no vote. Ed's Lord Commander.
They might cut to a scene where they end vote and they show Ned as the new Lord Commander, and that'll be it. That's
well,
the only thing I can see.
The funny thing is they said that there was 15 Night's Watchmen left, and then Alistair died, Ollie died, that one guy died. So are they going to mix Wildlings in with the Night's Watch now? I mean, are they going to vote? If there is a vote, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, damn, with there only being 15, like damn. So 15 minus John and the other, so there's 10 guys.
No, 50. I'm sorry, 50 was left after the Battle of the Wall.
I'm like, damn. Okay.
Yeah. They killed 4, so there's 46 now.
No, 45 because John left.
Oh yeah, there you go, 45. John.
And then, so John's gonna take the Wildlings with them. So yeah, they better start sending ravens to the other people that are manning the other walls and send.
Wait, 45 was that 50 counted when Eamon was there?
I don't. Yeah.
Maybe 44.
Well, they did say. You know what they did.
43.
You know what they did say? They were like, we have this amount of men, not counting builders and masons and stuff like that. So I guess there's extra people, but they're not all fighters and stuff.
Oh, well, they get a vote though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get a vote, but it's whatever.
I think they should make Sam the new Lord Commander.
I have a question about that. So Sam's heading to the
Lost LT.
Lost LT. Damn. The hell?
I don't know.
Right in the middle of what he was talking about too.
Yeah, I know he was going on a brilliant tangent there. So.
Oh man. There he is.
He's back.
It said I was removed from this call. That was weird.
All right, we'll go back up. Talk about that brilliance you were just talking about.
Okay, I was saying, so Sam is headed for the Citadel on Bookend Show. So when he has to come back because he's still a Night's Watchman, right? So.
I don't know. I mean, he said he's done with him. I mean, he died. Technically.
No, Sam.
Sam has to.
Because Sam is heading to the Citadel to learn to become a Maester, so he has to come back, right? Because he's a Night's Watchman.
He's supposed to.
Yeah.
I bet that everyone in the Night's Watch forgot about Sam already.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then if he tries to marry Gilly, that's breaking his vows, or keeping her with him is breaking his vows.
yeah. I mean, listen, he already broke his vows, a few times. I mean, he's claiming a kid. You know.
Well, it says he should have no child. The vows say nothing about claiming some other kid's child as your child. There's
Yeah, and
nothing
it
in the
doesn't
vows
say,
about
yep,
that.
yep, and it doesn't say you can't have sex, it just says you can't marry.
Yeah, you can't marry and you can't have kids. You
Yeah,
can't
he
produce.
found the
You can't
loophole.
produce kid. Yeah, he's having sex and he's raising other people's kids. So technically, he hasn't broken any laws.
Oh well. I mean, hey, it is what it is. If we're going on technicalities.
It's the only way to do it. That's why John's nights. That's why John's watches over technicalities.
I mean, well, listen, it's not that he technically died. Yeah, he literally died. Like, there's no technicality about that. He's done.
Yeah. Sam literally produced no children, so same thing.
Hmm.
This is
Oh.
fucking mad.
Yeah, that it is, LT. That it is. All right. We have any more questions at all?
Yeah, if we have any more
I,
questions, if not, we'll end this
I,
for the day.
I got a question. Will we see Mercy in this episode?
Hmm. That is a very good question right there.
That is a great question because we know we're getting those people. The what do you call
The mummer.
acting troupe? Yeah, the Mummers troupe.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. You know what? I think that would be awesome if we did. Mainly because you know. I think it would be awesome mainly because we will get to see Arya's acting skills in terms of how well she will be able to sell her story to other people outside of the Faceless Men. So I hope we get to see Mercy. That would be cool. But I don't remember seeing any scenes or any pictures for anything dealing with Arya.
Do you
So,
think she's going to change her face to become Mercy, or do you think she'll still be Maisie Williams?
You should still be Maisie Williams.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we're getting that later in the season, though. I don't think we'll get it this episode.
The funny thing is she already killed Polliver, so who's it going to be? The Tickler, right? Is it going to be... Oh, he's dead too, so who's it going to be?
I don't think we're gonna get that scene anymore. We're just gonna get her doing the acting. I don't think we'll get the.
Oh, okay. I got you.
She might even use those mummers to escape Bravos, but we'll see. We'll see.
I think she's going to do something to get in trouble, and that's why we see her in the scene where she's running and jumping. So I think she's going to do something. He said, he's like, a girl does not get a third chance. So I think she's going to mess up, and she's going to escape the Tower of Black and White, and that's when she's going to be running through Bravos.
I agree.
Yeah. All right. Well, look. Since it appears that we do not have any more.
I got one question for you guys, and then we'll bounce.
Okay.
So, I've been seeing this on the net, and I disagree with it. Well, I pretty much disagree with it, but I'll tell you my reasons why a little bit. First, I want to get your thoughts. Does what happened at the Tower of Joy with Howland Reed backstabbing with Arthur Dane to kill him, and then taking the credit for killing Arthur Dane, does that take away from some of Ned's honor? I've seen some people claim that. I've seen people claim that, like, oh, there goes so much for Ned's honor with that.
Do you want to go first, Don Willie, or you want me to?
I'll take this one. Look, as far as Ned's honor is concerned, I mean, he was willing to let himself die to a certain extent, right? Because it was Howland Reed who actually stabbed him in the back. And Ned seeing Howland Reed kind of bleeding out there, I mean, not Howland Reed, Ned seeing Arthur Dane bleeding out on the floor there, he was, I think he kind of was like, might as well put him out of his misery. So, in a way, you could look at that as very honorable because instead of him letting him just kind of suffer and bleed to death, chopped him down and was like, all right, time to keep it moving.
What about taking the credit for beating Arthur Dane? Like you can tell from Bran, he thought Ned beat Arthur Dane in a fair fight.
Well, here's the thing, right? We don't know the exact way that he told the story to Bran. He said he's heard the story 1,000 times. He never said his father told him the story. For the most part, when you think about who was telling the kids at Winterfell the stories, it was either Old Nan or Maester Lewin, or maybe it might have been Rob or John telling the story to the younger kids. So for anything, as far as that goes, like where he heard the story, I think it was probably more from other people telling the story rather than it being Ned himself. Like, yeah, I was there, Tower of Joy. It came down to me and Arthur Dane, Sword of the Morning, and man, he was the best I've ever seen. But you know who was better? Ned. Ned.
You could have put it better, Don Willie. I don't even need to answer. I totally agree with Don Willie's answer.
Yeah, I think a lot of it. I agree a lot with that. Like I think Ned didn't even tell the story. If you read it, the whole thing made him sad. He was always sad about it. The show didn't really convey that very well. It didn't show how sad he was. Didn't show how sad Arthur Dane was that they even had to fight.
Well, I disagree with that. If you looked at Arthur Dane's face, man, in the show, he said Lord Stark, and he looked kind of a little like he didn't want to fight. And in
He looked like he wanted to fight to me. He was like,
I don't know.
I get to show off my sword acting. Let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, Oswald Hightower looked like he wanted to fight. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, Gerald Went. Yeah. That one looked like he wanted to fight more. He looked like he was more excited to get the swordplay going than the other two. But I don't know, man. It's I think that was a good fight scene.
Yeah, I agree with Don. I think it was others who told it, and Ned just doesn't want to talk. He's like Wedding Crashers. He's like, I don't want to talk about it because we lost a lot of good men out there. He just doesn't want it. He doesn't talk about it at all. It makes him sad. So even though they're like saying, yeah, Ned kicked his ass, he'd rather not talk about it than set the record straight.
Yeah, because I think he feels that if he told the whole thing about Howland Reed stabbing Arthur Dane in the back and then him, finishing him off as a mercy, then it might be a thing where he's like, damn, like this is gonna make me look messed up.
The victors tell the history, my friend, regardless.
So indeed, and if you don't believe that, check out the World of Ice and Fire, especially the section on Robert's Rebellion. We actually got one more question here from AU Pack Mule, and this will be the last one that we take before we call it a wrap. Do you think after the Tower of Joy, Ned said he would send Reed home, and that's why we don't see him again?
I don't get this question. He said he would send Reed. Why would Reed go home? They were done. What was Reed left to do other than go home?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, like, other than, look, there's a ton of theories. Well, not really a ton, but there's, a few kind of valid theories that are floating around out there. And, it seems interesting in terms of, what Howland Reed's position really is in this whole story and what his importance is. Because he seems like he should be more important, but then we don't see him at all. And then even in the books, he is very scarcely described at all, other than it's like, the little Kranich men. We don't really get a full description of him, his abilities, what he's been doing over the years. His kids just happen to show up at Winterfell, like, yeah, our dad sent us here. So yeah, it's like I'm still wondering what. Whoa, what was that?
Me, sorry.
Uh,
Hey guys, I'm gonna do my I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.
All right.
all right, CLT. Um, yeah, it's still kind of weird just
Hello?
to. All right, yeah, it's still kind of weird to think about what is it that what kind of role is Howland Reed supposed to be playing?
Yeah. I mean, I think he just went home because he went home. You know, it's time for him to go home. There's no really reason for him to stick around. So the only reason he sent the Mirror Twins up to Winterfell was because Rob called us banners, so that's why he sent him. I don't think it really requires a deep of explanation.
Yeah, so listen, wish we had something more substantive for you, but as far as Howland Reed, there isn't much that we can give you. So that's what.
Yeah, just can't wait to see Howland Reed.
Yeah.
I think every single piece of mystery has come into Howland Reed. What is it? Greywater Watch.
Yeah.
Like every piece of mystery is all converging to Greywater Watch. Even mysteries from our world is converging to Greywater's Watch. I mean, that's like where that's probably where Amelia Earhart's plane is. That's probably where
Yeah,
the
Loch
Loch Ness Monster is. OJ's other glove is there. Bigfoot's footprint.
Yeah, who built the pyramids?
Yeah. Who built the pyramids? Chupacabra is probably like a pet down there.
Yeah, like that's Greywater Watch is the real X Files.
Yeah, the Zodiac Killer's probably a stable boy there.
Oh, and AU Pac-Man says, "Hey, yeah, that's where whores go." So
that's where the most importantly, that's where the whores go.
So yeah, we gotta find out how to get Tyrion there so he can find his wife.
There we go. All right, peace out, everyone.
Yeah, listen, we will see you guys
tonight.
Oh, damn it!
Oh, Tony,
you bastard! Comes in at the very end. All right, so look, last question from Tony Teflon because you got to kick up to the Don. All right, it says, will the Night's King will the Night's King
blade.
Blade and on who? All right, sorry, like the screen is kind of darkening and lightening on me, every now and then. So, the Night's King will use that blade, and you know what? I think it is a possibility Hodor is a dead man.
I think he is going to use that blade, and I think to really show how badass he is, it's going to be on 1-1. Going to take down a giant with a single swing.
This season?
Well, I don't know about this season, but it's going to whenever he takes that first shot, either this season or next season, I think it's going to be against a giant to show how badass he is.
Yeah, man. Oh man, that I don't know, man. That's going to be kind of crazy. I don't know, like when you see the whole thing with whoever that is that saves Mira from that White Walker.
Benjen. I think it's Benjen.
AKA Benj Hands. We don't see Hodor. I think Hodor could have possibly got killed by Night's King.
Maybe.
Like whatever. In the words of Donald Trump, I just thought of that.
I just thought of it.
I just thought of it. Brilliant idea. Just thought of it.
Well, who's gonna carry Bran around? Benjen's a D holder.
Yeah, Benj Hands. Hashtag Benj Hands.
Or his legs get healed. One of the two.
Hey,
all right.
It is what it is. All right. Well, listen, guys, we are out of here for this week. Thank you very much for your questions. Of course, we will see you again
tonight.
Sunday. Well, yeah, we'll see you again tonight on my channel, but of course, we will also see you again next Sunday for the next Q&A. But
hopefully, some of the awesome ladies will join us this time.
Yeah, and then stop trying to tease us talking about it's a sausage party. I'm like, hey, it's your fault. You didn't show up, not me.
Yeah. Their fault.
Shots fired. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So tonight around 11 for the reaction, and next Saturday, 1 p.m. we have Brienne 4. We're doing the chapter breakdown, 1 p.m. Eastern. Uh, for that one, featuring the Don, Tony Teflon, House Teflon. He pulls the strings.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys are there for that one. You can check the page for that, and don't forget Kraken's breakdown on Friday.
In the crack house or the crack cave.
Yeah, around 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't ask me to convert to time zones because, it's too early for that. Yeah, man. So, cool. And, of course, getting another epic battle of Ice and Fire. And this one is actually going to be TV versions of some of your favorite characters, so look out for that one in about an hour, maybe less. And yeah, you already know what the deal is. Rate, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends, come back for more. That has been our time. This is the Hypes Watch. Sam
Later.
Lala Doharis.
Peace. In Westford.